Greetings again. How y'all doing? I just got done playing some Borderlands 2. It's a fun game. Yeah. I figured I'd post another video. Not that anybody cares. Because I'm just one guy out of like 6.5 billion. But I'm looking forward to leaving this town. I have a feeling it's going to happen soon. I really don't have any idea where it is I'm going to go. It's going to be anywhere. I sent so much stuff out there through different networking websites, social websites, I even sent shit through the fucking adult websites. I don't care. First person that contacts me, you know, probably where I'm going to be. I no longer want to be a Michigan boy. Especially a Lexington boy. I'm done with all that. Like my tattoos. Pretty awesome. Unfortunately, what's on my forum right now is the girl that shattered my heart, walked all over it, broke it into a million pieces, is the one that did that tattoo. She also did the dragon on my chest. I have to wear those every day. I can't get rid of them. And that's a memory of her that I'm trying to get over. It's not easy. I mean, seriously. Beautiful, beautiful girl. But it was more than just her beauty. It was her personality. How she could smile. How she laughed, how she played, jumped around, just acted like a dork. Her favorite band is Skrillex and just that, you know, stuff. It was adorable to me. I fell completely madly in love with this girl. And like I said before, she's been hurt by so many guys that she's used to dicks. She left all her exes because they were dicks and what they did to her. She left me because I loved her too much. Very fucked up reason to leave somebody. But she left because I loved her too much. She wasn't ready for the type of love that I had to give. Because she's still not over everything that happened to her in her past. It sucks. It sucks that this relationship didn't work out, not because we're not in love with each other, but because she hasn't dealt with her emotional baggage. The only reason we're not together. I mean, her ex that she's talking to right now, piece of shit. You know, the stories from her mom and her stepdad is, you know, he just cut her down every day, just constantly cut her down. And I found out that she was texting him and Facebooking him while she was in a relationship with me, saying things like, you know, I think about what could have been between us. I just really want to be happy. I'm not happy now, but I refuse to be alone. You know, that type of stuff right there. You know, I found out about all that, and it hurt. It hurt pretty bad. That's what she did to me. And it sucks, because when I got down on my knee that night and I proposed to her, she had this look in her eyes that was like, oh my God, yes, 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 yes. And the tears and everything. It wasn't fake, it was real. And then I leave to go to the store and I come back and she's gone. She says she can't do it. That's when I find out that she's still in love with her ex. And as long as she's going to be in her heart, there's no room for me there. No matter how good it is I am. Because she's always going to be waiting for me to turn into an asshole or a jerk or a dick. It's not going to happen. You know, I really do wish that she would make the choice to make herself better. so we can be together. I miss her a lot every day. You know, this apartment, it's got her everything. My shop, my body. I can't escape this girl. And I want to, because I want to move on. I don't want to be stuck here loving somebody who doesn't love me in return. I refuse. But as long as I'm reminded of all this shit about her, I got no choice. That's why it's very important for me to get the hell out of here and get away. Because if I can do that, I can heal, and I can be a good man for some other girl. I can be a great man to the girl that wants the love that I have to give her, the way that I treat her, how I will spoil her and be affectionate, loyal and loving. I will knock your socks off in bed, and I will take your breath away in public. Every girl that you know is going to be jealous of you and wish that their boyfriend treated you like I did. That's the type of guy I am. I hope somewhere, at some point in time, somebody does see this, and they're like, you know what? That's the type of guy I've been looking for my whole life. Consider this a new way to try online dating. You know, I'm just going to put everything out there. But it's not just a girl I want to meet. You know, I want to meet people. I want to meet friends in new areas. I want to go nationwide. I want to get to know so many people. I want to spend time with so many people. I just want to bounce around from place to place until I find a good place to call myself home. You know, so if after seeing this, you're like, hey, this guy's cool, I want to get to know this guy better, you know, and, you know, you somehow get me down there, or I get down there, and, you know, we hang out for a week just to see how shit is and make new connections in that area and see how things go, you know. Hell, we might be so cool, be like, you know what, I'm just going to stay here, you know, try to get a job or whatever. You know, we can hang out all the time, play some Xbox and shit. Doesn't matter. I just know I need to go. I'm a tattoo artist. I've been tattooing for about 14 years. I'm really, really good at what I do. I've taught 5 apprentices right now. They're all good. They listen well. My ex was an apprentice. She was very stubborn. She wanted to try to do tattoos that she wasn't quite ready for, and then I'd have to bail her out. But they were learning experiences for her, and she learned a lot from them. She's a good tattoo artist now. As long as she stays with it, she'll be good. I've owned my own tattoo shop, and it ended up going downhill. Very, very small town I live in. It just wasn't gonna work. I wanted to get Trip NYC clothing in there first and focus on all the clothing, because the clothing's going to sell. You need time to build up a clientele for your tattooing. And when I started, my previous ex, before this last one, used $2,000 to pay off her credit card with my money. And that was $2,000 worth of clothes that I wasn't able to put in there, as well as an extra $2,000 for building costs, because my brother kind of messed some shit up with his buddy. So that's $4,000 roughly, you know, 3 times markup. That's $1,200 of clothing on the floor of Trip NYC apparel. Now there's a lot of spooky kids in this town, there's a lot of goth kids in this town, and it's around Halloween. That clothing would have sold, and I would have just kept alternating off the stocks, you know. Put half in the bank, put half in the clothing, half in the bank, half in the clothing. And I would be sitting on a really nice nest egg right now, and I wouldn't have had to have closed my tattoo shop. But I didn't get that clothing, so. I'm a businessman. I love marketing. I love advertising and strategy. I come up with some really cool shit. I have been told that I can get anybody to do pretty much anything. my other employee that worked for me, he was kind of a working apprentice. He was tattooing for 7 years, but I was still teaching him some shit that I knew. He said, "Chris, you're the devil." I said, "Why?" He said, "Because you can convince anybody to do anything." And I'm like, you know, it's my smile. What can I say? But, you know, when it comes into sales and marketing, I can get people to buy shit that they wouldn't buy. I make a great salesman. That's why I did so many tattoos, even though it's not the tattoo season. I had to go out and get every single one of my clients individually on a case-by-case basis. I walked around, I met people in coffee shops, I met people in bars, I handed out gift certificates, I handed out business cards, I promoted myself, I just kept promoting and promoting and promoting. And eventually, I got really, really busy. But there's only so much skin you can do, there's only so much people, there's only so much money that people have. And being such a small town, I pretty much exhausted everything. So, I love to sing. Surprisingly, despite how trashy my voice might sound, I sing very, very good. I'm not going to sing for you here. Don't worry about it. I'll spare you that. But I'm definitely looking to possibly start a band. Musical influences on my part are Hinder, Get Stoned, I love them, Breaking Benjamin, Seether, 3 Days Grace, Cold, Heaven's Not So Far Away. I love that song. It's definitely one of my favorite ones. But I do have a lot of musical influence that, you know, really I'm just an artist all over. There's really nothing that I'm not good at. If I put my mind to anything, it happens. That's just the way it happens. I don't give up, even when I should. But, you know, it is what it is. I'm always going to be the guy that I am. This is why Heaven's Not So Far Away. I love art. I have a bookshelf that I'm going to get ready to show you here in a second. It's got a lot of precious stuff to me. I like it. It speaks my personality. Alright, that's my bookshelf. I have the skulls for the bookends with my business cards in there, the cup. I got a picture right here. But I don't know if you can see that. It shifts. Then I have my rats. And there's my guitar. Like I said, I definitely have an expressed dark side. But I like it. Something else about me. I love to read, especially like the Dragonlance novels. Like I said, I'm a dork first and foremost. This is a good song. I love to draw. I love music in all forms. I love art. I firmly believe that the most beautiful art in this world is surrounded by tragedy. And the most beautiful artists in this world have lived tragic lives. Kurt Cobain, Janis Joplin, Jimi Hendrix, Layne Staley, that was another one. You know, so much talent. And you just die. Heath Ledger. The most epic people, the most talented people, people who really appreciate art in all its forms. So much tragedy in their lives. That's what makes me such a great artist. I can create something that I know inside is going to tear me up and make me cry and just bawl and have tears because of the message that it means to me and what sits behind it. But when I draw it up and somebody else sees it, it brings them so much joy because to them it's something happy. You know, they never really catch the true meaning, the sorrow behind it. So yeah, I'm an artist. As cliche as it sounds, I do like watching the sunset. I like walking on the beach with my girl, holding her hand. Definitely something that, you know, I want to start repeating again in the near future. I'm a very simple man with a lot of love to give. I know how to treat a woman, and I know how a woman deserves to be treated, kind of based on how I was treated my whole life. It wasn't a good life, and it's a life that I don't want to live again, and it's a life that I damn sure wouldn't want to put anybody else through. You know, my heart goes out to anybody out there who comes from a very abusive family. You know, you're not alone. You have people like me here that, you know, are in the same boat you're in, still struggling day to day, you know, trying to deal with that shit. But, you know, you move on. You know, I'm trying. I'm succeeding. Even though it doesn't feel like it, but I am. Three things in this world that get me to the point of anger, and these are the only three things in the world that can stress me to the point of anger. Violence against women, violence against children, and violence against animals. You do any of those three things, yeah, you get to see my ugly side. I'll help anybody out. I'll champion any cause. If I'm walking down the street and I'm wearing a shirt and somebody else is cold and they don't have a shirt, I will give them the shirt off of my back and walk home cold because they need it more than I do. I can endure it. I'm a tough son of a bitch. That's why I give generosity.
Long ago, searching deep and struggling through songs you never wanted to find. But now,
you know,
Lexus is helping you
that's why I do it.
Discover even more songs and artists you want to hear. Use the Lexus Discovery banner and choose the track.
I've been through hell.
You'll get playlists.
I'm not dead yet.
You're sure to love, customized just for you.
Probably won't die for a while. I'm too stubborn. Because I have such a survivor's instinct and a will to survive, self-preservation in all its forms. I'm still here after 30 years. I'm not gonna die. I'm just gonna continue going on. Things that make me happy, things that make me smile. I love how every individual person on this planet has their own mannerisms. I like very animated people. People that talk with their hands and their body and their eyes, eyebrows, facial expressions, everything. I think people's quirks are kind of what make them who they are. It gives you really good insight into their person, into their character. It tells you how happy they are, how they feel about life. You can pretty much put a pretty big puzzle together based off of it. Figure out just exactly who somebody is. Or give you a good idea to who their true character is, when it's not bogged down by emotional baggage. again, I hope this reaches out to somebody. They see this and they're like, you know what, I like this guy. Hit me up at any time. My Facebook's Christopher Marshall. It's got all my information on it, cell phone, email, everything. So get in touch with me. See you later.